Hello guys and welcome to another MK Mobile character review, today featuring Bounty Hunter Erron Black. As usual guys, please note the date when this video has been recorded because a lot of things may have changed since then, and if you're not familiar with the matrix I'm using in order to evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So without any further ado, let us put Bounty Hunter Erron Black to the test. Bounty Hunter Erron Black guys was introduced to the game on the 6th of December 2016 as he was one of the original diamond characters. He was never a gold card. So let us check his stats. His attack is 57,598, which is the 12th highest in MK Mobile. The hit points are 114,816, the 13th highest in the game, and the toughness is 49,140, which is again the 12th highest in MK Mobile. The recovery unfortunately is not that good, it is just 41,580, the 22nd highest overall. And the power generation is 130%, which is incredible. So for his stats, Bounty Hunter Erron Black gets 23.5 out of 28 possible points. Swing Shot, this is the name of Special 1 of Erron Black, and quite honestly it is probably the most enjoyable thing about this character. I absolutely love his Special 1. But anyways, let's get more specific. The ability can be unblockable as long as you score over 90% of the minigame. If you don't, then the opponent will block it. It also has Cripple as debuff, which is amazing. It's really a game changer if your character has Cripple on Special 1. In addition, the ability can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 2 mini attacks, and it has the single tap rectangle as minigame. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the special attack is 19,007, which is the 20th highest in MK Mobile, and the maximum damage is 38,014, which is the 17th highest in the game. Once again, the special attack can be unblockable as long as you perform good on the minigame. It has Cripple as debuff, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 2 mini attacks, and it has the single tap rectangle as minigame. So for his Special 1, Bounty Hunter Erron Black gets the incredible 11.2 out of 13 possible points. Deal in Lead. This is the name of Erron Black's Special 2, and it is one of the most hilarious special attacks in the game. Just look at it guys. Anyways, what you need to know about it is that first, unlike his Special 1, this time the ability is completely blockable regardless of your score of the minigame. In addition, the special attack doesn't have any buff or debuff, which is unfortunate. It can be cast from distance, even though the first 2 mini hit will miss, but it is not a big deal because after all they don't deal that much damage. The special attack is lethal, it consists of 5 mini hits, and it has 2 minigames, the horizontal and vertical swipe and the single tap rectangle. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the ability is 47,518, which is the 14th highest in MK Mobile, and the maximum damage is 95,036, which is the 12th highest in the game. Once again, the special attack can be blocked by the opponent, it doesn't have any buff or debuff whatsoever, it can be cast from distance, however the first 2 mini hit will miss, it is lethal, it consists of 5 mini attacks, and it has 2 mini games. So for his Special 2, Erron Black gets 10 out of 19 possible points. Okay guys, it is time to talk about X-Rays. In my opinion, Erron Black's X-Ray is one of the best looking X-Rays in the game, and I would say it's very original as well. What you need to know about it is that it has a pretty solid buff, Luck, and it can be cast from distance. You shouldn't be afraid to use it if you're far away from the enemy. When it comes to damage, the damage of the X-Ray is 114,044, which is the 19th highest in MK Mobile. Once again, the ability has Luck as buff, and it can be cast from distance. So for his X-Ray, Erron Black gets 3.6 out of 4 possible points, and the total amount of points he gets for his special attacks adds up to 24.8 out of 36 possible. The basic attacks of Erron Black, guys, are pretty damn awesome. First of all, he is pretty fast, and second of all, he has very good chaining. If the opponent is blocking, Erron Black always pushes him away, which is incredible because this helps you keep chaining and hitting him, which also helps you gaining power, which on the other hand will help you to cast as many special attacks as possible. I believe you got the idea. Unfortunately for him, Bounty Hunter Erron Black is not perfect character when it comes to basic attacks. I mean, nobody is perfect except for Classic Liu Kang, right? Anyways, probably the only tiny flaw that Bounty Hunter Erron Black has in terms of basic attacks lies in the fact that the time it takes him to start his combos is sometimes slow. And what you're seeing right now is an illustration of it. All I did wrong in this current situation was that I tapped on the screen a little bit late. Classic Erron was already running towards me and I had to press it probably a second earlier, because now, even though I tried to start another combo, he was already very close to me, so he hit me first. Thus, he interrupted my chaining. And this is probably the only drawback Bounty Hunter Erron Black has in terms of his basic attacks. So he's going to score a solid 8 out of 10 possible points for his basic attacks. Okay, this will be the hardest part of the review, guys, because it literally took me a lot of time before I finally realized how many points should I award this passive. But before we start, let me tell you what it does. I quote, Erron Black has a 50% chance to give covering fire to his teammate when he tags out and to support a teammate when an opponent tags in. Erron Black can join any class. And the passive's name is Gun for Fire. Now, what should I do here? Should I bite the bullet and give him very good mark for his passive, and then in the end, should I give him the full amount of points for the fact that he can join all classes? Quite honestly, I was thinking a lot about this, and if I could turn back time now, I would reduce the maximum amount of points you can get for the classes. Reason being is that if you have a character who is a dual class character, that's perfect because you have 2 other members in the team that can boost him. If you have a character that has 3 classes, that's even better because, for example, if you don't have a lot of Outworlders but you have a lot of Spec Ops characters, you can compensate. And if you have a character that can join 4 classes, it is still good, but I believe with each class above 3, the value added gets lesser and lesser. And here we come to the NOMAD. He can basically join any class. That's incredible, but I believe if he was able to join just 3 classes, that would be enough already. So being able to join all classes in the game is kind of overkill. It is not bad, but it simply is not great. For example, Classic Raiden can do almost the same thing, and I believe he's almost as good as Erron Black when it comes to joining classes. I mean, after all, a team consists of 3 characters, not more. And on top of that, Classic Raiden's passive actually deals tons of damage, apart from the fact that he can join 4 classes. And this is the big difference here. Erron Black's passive doesn't deal that much damage. If at some point they introduce a fun mode that is like 5 vs 5 or let's say 10 vs 10 or whatever, then Erron Black will be much better. But at this current state, he's good, but once again not a game changer. If you're able to join 3 classes, this is more than enough. And the covering fire, guys, what should I say about the covering fire? I mean, it can be very helpful. It can literally disrupt an enemy basic attack combo so that you can take advantage of it and start hitting the opponent instead. It's still pretty useful, but you have to realize that there will be games where this passive will never trigger at all. And if you agree that when the opponent tags in, then the covering fire is more useful, when Erron Black tags out, his covering fire just disappointing. It deals some damage, but it's not a game changer at all. With all that said, I'll be giving Erron Black's passive 16 out of 20 points. I believe it is a useful passive, very fun, but not a game changing passive for sure. and the fact that he can join all classes will give him the whooping 6 out of 6 points. After all guys, I created this matrix, so I have to stick with it. There's nothing I can do, I have to give him the full amount of points for the fact that he's a nomad. And unfortunately for him, he doesn't have any tagging attack, so he gets 0 points for tagging attack. Now, what should be the final verdict? Bounty Hunter Erron Black, guys. After all, this is a character with pretty high stats, great special attacks, especially his special one. His basic attacks are also good, and his passive is, I would say, situationally good. And of course, we shouldn't forget that his ability to join any class is unmatched. So far, he's the only nomad in MK Mobile, there isn't anybody else. When it comes to my specific opinion on this character, I'm not going to lie, I love playing Bounty Hunter Erron Black. Unfortunately for me, I am having him just at Fusion 3, and because of that I don't play him that often, because I prefer playing with maxed out teams, because as you well know, they give me more faction wars points. But the fact whether I have him maxed out or not is irrelevant to my subjective feelings to the character. And I would say that he is a very good character, but I feel every time when I play him, I feel he's missing something. It's like he's missing that part of the puzzle which will make it complete. And in my opinion, this is the damage of his special attacks and his attack in general. If he had a little bit higher attack, he'll be one of the top characters in the game. And in general, he feels slightly squishy every time when I play him. It's like you do one mistake with him and you can get punished a lot. So, what else could I possibly say about this character? I do realize he's an imperfect character, but at the same time, he's so much fun to play with, especially considering his special one. It's amazing. And when I say that a character is good, I don't necessarily mean that the character is very strong. Bounty Hunter Erron Black is not the strongest character in the game, I fully realize that, but at the same time, his strength comes from the fact that he is very versatile. He can literally fit in any team or in any class. Not many characters can do that. And with all that said guys, to summarize, I regard Bounty Hunter Erron Black as a very fun character. I love playing with him, however at the same time, he really doesn't feel that strong. Every time when I play him, once again I feel like something is missing. And probably the thing that is missing is the attacking power. So I'll be giving him 1.5 out of my 3 subjective points, and with them he's going to score 79.7, and we can label him as a great character. He was 0.3 away from the 80, but it is what it is, I guess. So with his current score of 79.7, he's going to rank 7 on our standings, just above MK11 Scarlet and just below Classic Reptile. Once again, Bounty Hunter Erron Black, final verdict is great character. Okay guys, we got to the gameplay. Now the question is, should you use Bounty Hunter Erron Black as your opener? And the answer is, if you can keep him alive, then yes. And when I say keep him alive, I mean mostly against Circle of Shadow Liu Kang. If you have the items to resist the initial stun, then it will be okay. Because you can give Erron Black a Devastator and totally devastate the enemy with special 1. When it comes to best and worst matchups, I cannot really think of best matchup for Erron Black because of his passive in general, but definitely a tough opponent should be Assassin Jade, MK11 Jade and Relentless Jason, in general all characters who can evade special attacks. And when it comes to the best items for Erron Black, now if he's your main damage dealer, then you can go all the way, balls to the wall, and give him Rat Hammer, Bloody Tomahawk, Shao Kahn's Helmet and Shansung Stone or Bloody Voodoo Doll as accessory. Now, quite honestly, the revolvers is pretty good on Erron Black, but I just feel that he doesn't need any block breaking chance gear at all. But hell, if you want to use revolvers, go ahead, it is still a great item for Erron Black. Now, which is the best team for Bounty Hunter Erron Black, guys? You know, the ability to join every class is his blessing and his curse at the same time, because it's really difficult for me to tell you which is the best team where he shines. Quite honestly, you can team him up with Hellspawn Scorpion, with two characters that give 30% attack to their specific class, for example Demolition Sonya and Sun God Kodokan. You can create an X-ray team out of him. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But if you're asking me, I can only tell you which is my favorite Erron Black team, and it is including Classic Goro and the Terminator. Those three guys work perfect together, and because Bounty Hunter Erron Black can join any class, he can get the attack boost from Goro and the damage reduction from Terminator, and so far I didn't have any issues with this team, even though I admit it is a low fusion team, but I definitely enjoyed it and I had no problems. Zero, nada, none. Okay guys, Bounty Hunter Erron Black, what do you think of him? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Please let me know in the comments. This Nomad Cowboy scored 79.7 on our scale and we labeled him as a great character. As usual guys, if you want to see more reviews, you can find the playlist on the top right corner of the screen, and if you want to know which is the next on-demand review coming in soon, you can find the list in the description of this video. See you next time guys, take care.
Stop bleeding and stand up.
Excellent.
Perfect.